Welcome to Level Up, Resources for Upper Year Students. This video addresses reading critically in the sciences. The goal of reading in upper year science courses begins to move away from an information focus to understanding complex concepts, theories, and methods in your field. You are honing your critical thinking skills and analyzing the ways that evidence is used, analyzed, and interpreted in your discipline. The readings inspire you to want to learn more. Critical reading in the sciences is much easier if you have a sense of the text's purpose or the main point prior to reading for detail. Read the title and abstract first. These provide valuable clues to the hypothesis, methods, and results of the analysis. Skim the introduction and discussion sections to strategically choose where to focus your attention. To read critically, you must read actively, which means asking questions as you read. Consider the main findings, the evidence to support the argument, and any application or limitations of the findings. It is important to take notes as you read to increase your engagement with the text. These act as resources for your lab, research project, and for study purposes. Take some time after completing a reading to review your notes and reflect on them. Critical reading requires you to reflect on the arguments presented, the types of evidence used to support the arguments, and evaluation of the strengths and weaknesses of the argument. You can also consider how this reading corresponds to other readings assigned in your course and the overall course objectives. Before you begin to read a scientific paper, consider how it relates to your course, your experiment, or your research project. Next, preview the source itself to determine its main goal, the hypothesis and prediction, methods, and findings. Your first step should be to read the title and abstract. As you read, ask, what did the authors want to find out? Why did they want to know this? How did they answer the question? What did they find out? And finally, so what? Why is this research important? You can ask guiding questions as you read each section of the scientific paper. May want to use academic skills template with guided questions to ask yourself as you move through the paper. For example, in the introduction, you can ask yourself, what is the research question and why is it being studied? Then add in questions to help you evaluate the reading. Is the research question clear? And will this research contribute to our knowledge in an important way? Follow this approach to each of the sections of the empirical study. Separate the acts of reading and note-taking by reading a section or a few pages and then stopping to take notes. Make sure that your notes provide answers to your questions and to promote understanding and analysis. After you have read and taken notes on the paper, be sure to reflect on it. How does it compare to other papers you've read on this topic? How does it relate to your experiment or your research project? How might you use it in your coursework, lab report, or paper? Check out the Academic Skills website for more information about reading scientific papers for upper year students.